As discussed in our previous LaborSpeak linked below, in December 2025, New York's Trapped at Work Act was signed into law. As you may recall, the act generally prohibits employers from requiring employees to repay certain payments made to employees, such as sign-on bonuses, retention bonuses, and payments related to educational training. Shortly after the act was signed into law, the state legislature passed amendments to the act, and on February 13, 2026, Governor Kathy Hochul signed those amendments into law. While the general purpose of the act has not changed, here are some key highlights of the amendments that employers should be aware of. The act now only covers repayment provisions entered into with employees, whereas the act previously covered repayment provisions entered into with any worker, including both employees and independent contractors. The amendments expressly carve out several different types of repayment provisions from the act's coverage, including agreements for financial bonuses, relocation assistance, or other non-educational incentives or benefits not tied to specific job performance. This means that payments made to employees by way of signing bonuses and retention bonuses are likely not covered by the act, and employers may be able to recoup such payments under certain circumstances. Also, employers are now permitted to require repayment as it relates to tuition, fees, and transferable credits, so long as a written contract detailing such repayment obligation is offered separately from any contract for employment. As it relates to penalties for violations of the act, the amendments allow for current and prospective employees to file a complaint with the New York State Department of Labor. In addition, while the amendments do not change the $1,000 to $5,000 penalty per violation of the act, the amendments do provide a number of factors that will be utilized in determining the exact penalty amount, including the size of the employer's business, the good faith basis of the employer to believe that its conduct was in compliance with the law, the gravity of the violation, and lastly, history of previous violations. Lastly, some good news for employers is that the effective date of the act is now February 13th, 2027, giving employers additional time to ensure their agreements are compliant with the act's requirements. For more information on the Trapped at Work Act, please contact a member of our team.